Well, fire safety officials in New York City have a warning tonight about the dangers of lithium batteries.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome back with Riding with Anthony. Today is a sad story. We here, Rican and I. Guys, another statistics right there. Look at it right there, y'all. The whole building, well, half of the building, just because of that e-bike shop right there, y'all. It's insane. You could smell it, right, Rican?
I smell it. I smell it. It smells horrible. Like this, I don't even know where to begin. I don't know where to begin, but 2 floors have been completely destroyed at the top. You know that they have been relocated out of their homes.
Yeah, the whole building is evacuated.
The whole building is evacuated. There have been reported 7, I believe right now 7 injuries. 4 of them are gone. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
And the 3 of them.
4 people are deceased.
4 people are deceased, while the other 3 are having fatal injuries.
It's insane, yo. Well, we got a laundromat right there. I think that was a newsstand that went up in flames just because of it.
Yeah.
Right? And I think right here across the street was a shop right there, an e-bike shop. So all these businesses around this shop got affected by it. Yo, bro, you know what the fire department is still here? Guess why?
Why?
Because there's still lithium ion in there and they're just waiting for them. It's like a chemical fire.
That's why it smells so terrible.
Yeah, it's a chemical fire.
That's why it smells so terrible. I hate this. We passed, you and me, we passed this shop right here, right? And we did say that there is way too much bikes, scooters, mopeds all across. You see where those oil drums are? All across there, that was all blocked by a bunch of like bullshit e-bikes and bullshit mopeds.
The fact of the matter, bro, that looked like a chop shop. I remember. You remember? It looked like a chop shop.
That's why I'm saying it was pure bullshit. Like it carried off-brand scooters, off-brand mopeds, off-brand bikes. It
was all knockoff, y'all.
Yeah, it's all knockoff. And they had dozens, I'm talking dozens on dozens, in like a small studio-sized apartment, like building, full of bikes, full of mopeds, full of scooters, and it flooded all over the streets. All that shit right there, if you want to point the camera right there, all that's kind of not new. That was flooded with a bunch of stuff that they were trying to repair, off-brand stuff. Now there's going to be a whole backlash against everyone that's in the PEV.
We're fucked, man. The PEV community is fucked, man.
We're not fucked. Not if people do this the right way.
You can see the fire department going inside the building right now. So we're here with an advocate, right?
Raul Rivera, TLC driver advocate. We fight for the drivers and the reform of the Taxi Limousine Commission.
Cool. What you got to say about this, man?
Well, we came out here to advocate on our own way, because a lot of these reporters, a lot of these channels are not going to say what I say. There's a bigger picture than just batteries going up in flames. It's about cobalt. I don't know if you know what cobalt is.
I know what's cobalt, yeah.
Cobalt is one of the minerals needed to make these batteries.
Right.
And the problem is that 75% of that cobalt is being harvested in the DRC in Africa.
Right.
In the Congo. And you have little boys and little girls mining for that cobalt because New York wants to be green, because the mayor wants to be green, and they want to push electric everything down our throats.
Right.
By 2030, the TLC driver needs to have an electric vehicle, but they're putting lives at risk because they want safety. They're not thinking about safety. They want everything to be green. Manhattan is not going to save the planet.
Exactly.
It's not going to save the planet, but a lot of elected officials have blood on their hands. We're not saying all of them, but a lot of them do. And not just the e-bikers, it's the electric vehicles, electric everything.
Yeah.
The cobalt is very important. 75% of it is harvested in the Congo. China has a big stake over there.
Exactly.
They have most of the cobalt. And if China has a big stake in the cobalt, it makes its way here to New York through those batteries.
Exactly. So, guys, cobalt is the main mineral inside the e-bike cells. So the people that don't know,
the cobalt is needed to make those batteries. It's becoming the new gold. There's kids in the Congo that can't go to school because they either gotta go to school hungry, or they gotta mine for the cobalt so they can eat. There's people that are being buried alive in the mines. That sometimes when they collapse, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Cobalt is like blood diamonds.
You can say it, pretty much. That's what it is. It's like blood diamonds. The council members, the elected officials, they're looking the other way. We testify at the city council, And we told them, this is what I told them, the legacy of Mayor Eric Adams and that legacy of the city council is going to be the Cobalt children in the Congo, because you're looking the other way. You talk about white supremacy, you talk about equity and color and all this other stuff, but you're looking the other way when it comes to the Cobalt, and it's affecting us right here in New York City. You can see with the fires, and I'm from the Bronx, so everybody knows about the fire in the Bronx, so 17 people, right?
Yeah.
Now, you got it, and it's happening in Africa, in the Congo. We hope this doesn't happen again, but I can envision a whole tower going up in flame. This is just a tenement building, and people lost their lives, and they're totally innocent.
Thank you so much, man, for your time, man. Appreciate it.
Zoom in on your Drivers Unite
That's
thing.
NYC Drivers Unite, and in Spanish, Choferes Unidos.
Yo, Rican, you could kiss your e-scooter goodbye.
I ain't kissing nothing goodbye, because I know where I'm shopping and I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It comes down to 3 questions. There's 3 questions that need to be answered, right? 1, how does this affect us as a community? This comes down to affecting us in 3 different ways, right? 3 different questions. 1, how does this affect us as a PEV community? Number 2, what can we do to avoid this shit to happen again?
I think we're gonna have to regulate it, man.
And number 3,
We're gonna have to regulate it, bro.
I mean, we lost my 3rd one.
I'm sorry.
Jesus. This. And number 3, what's it gonna do to affect all the other, on-brand reputable scooter shops and bike shops? How's that gonna affect their business?
So yeah, y'all, the fire department here, they're just standing by in case another lithium cell just rupture, I guess. But this is not good, man. You got the whole community shut out. They closed the whole street, yo. You got the building inspector here. Yeah, the half of the block is closed by, right?
Yep.
Let's walk over here, y'all. You don't see no Dualtrons in there. Do you see any Dualtrons in there?
No, when we passed by there, it was all never heard of brands before. Fake knockoffs, fake mopeds, fake e-bikes, fake Segways, fake all of that. That shop right there.
It looked like a sweatshop and a chop shop.
That's what it did.
You had some guy hammering batteries outside, I remember.
That's very true.
It was really dirty, man.
Yeah, it's true. We came down here when we were doing one of the Minimotors episodes, and we were just walking by looking at the area, and the next thing you know, we just see people on the street right there just hammering things down, using screwdrivers for stuff that's not supposed to be used for. It was stupid.
What gets to me is that, look at that, there was burning in that shed too. They had that shed as a storage.
Well, no, that was a newsstand.
Yeah, but look what's inside the newsstand.
I think the fire department just put everything in there because there was so much.
Oh yeah,
it's probably a lot.
But you can smell it, man. Let's go over here.
Go ahead. I got your back shots.
We got the news channel right here. What is this?
They got channel 8 and channel 1.
How you know it's channel 8?
Because it says channel 8 down there on the truck.
Oh no, we got Spectrum News over here.
And Spectrum.
Hi guys. We got Spectrum News over here covering the story.
Eyewitnesses down there.
Where are eyewitnesses at?
Right there, bro. Oh, I'm sorry, channel 7, ABC.
Oh, ABC?
Yeah.
We got the police right here. Yo, let's go over here, y'all. Let me see. You allowed to cross the street? Oh, thank you.
Get more footage of everything that's around you.
This is the fact of reality, you guys. Do not buy cheap shit, because this is what's gonna happen. Holy crap, man! Look at that.
I've seen that shit right there before with the red cord. I've seen so many people ride that. That's a death trap. That's not a real scooter. It's bullshit.
The end of the day, you guys, these are like ticking time bombs when you buy knockoff stuff.
They are, and
stick to reputable brands like Segways, Dualtrons, Apollo, Cobalt.
And also always do maintenance on your scooters, bro, all the time. This is what we keep saying on the channel, bro. We always keep saying, if you're gonna do something like this, do your homework, do your research, find what's real and what's not real. Get good quality, high quality. 3, 2, 1. Add
Adam said he wants to work with the big app companies like Uber and Grubhub to make sure e-bike delivery workers have good quality batteries.
Do you think e-scooters and electric scooters should be regulated at this point?
I want an inspection. You know how people do get the food deliveries? Sorry, not food deliveries, I'm sorry. You know how you get food inspections? How you get the grades for like the restaurants? I want that to start happening. So it can start weaving out places like that away and give good places like Vero Motors to stay in business, so this doesn't affect all of us.
Vero Motors, Minimotors, Apollo,
exactly.
Segway.
All of them. Like this does not reflect them. It does not.
All right, y'all, so let's go to another store. Let's interview business owners around here. Let's see what they gotta say. A familiar face, I know you guys seen him before in the channel. Let's go to RYURI some Minimotors, which ironically we was here a week ago shooting, literally across the street, you guys. Let's go to Minimotors NYC. Across the street of this ghetto ass shop that went up in flames. Let's go to the genuine, guys. We got a familiar face. I know you guys seen him before on the channel.
Next door neighbor.
RYURI for Minimotors NYC, you guys. That's the address, 79 Madison Street. RYURI, what's going on, man?
Nothing much. If you're referring to the shop right there, well, it went down. And the last I checked with them is because of they were charging the bike and it just blew up and everything just went dead.
So what do you think was the cause about this? It was like a dead battery or something like that? What?
No, it's I don't know. I don't want to speculate,
Okay.
but judging from this situation, it's pretty familiar. I would say, first of all, they repair batteries too. So
Okay.
they deal with delivery e-bikes, right?
Delivery e-bikes, the Arrows,
Correct,
the
correct.
M&C.
And you know, not everybody has a really deep pocket, right? But they
Yeah.
do things for cheap.
Right.
Everybody recognizes that, you know.
Uh-huh.
So sometimes, you know, they don't repair the battery in the right way.
Yeah.
They kind of mix the cells together. Like
Right.
if I have one dead battery here and I have another dead battery here, I'll pick the good ones out and I'll put it in here.
Oh, man.
But they are the different battery. And you know, when things like that happen, you don't know if the BMS is good. You know, you cannot really balance the cells together because different capacity, different types, and then when you charge it, one might overheat and then it will just go boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's usually.
Any
the case,
advice
yeah.
for the community out there? That
Never charge
charging?
overnight. Never ever charge overnight because
Okay.
power over here is very unstable.
Okay.
Sometimes you get a surge.
Okay.
So never expect power supply to be very stable.
Right.
Because when a power surge occurs, your charger's gonna die on you. If your
Okay.
charger dies on you, it dies with no warning.
Wow.
And then your scooter will be taking full voltage from the wall.
Right.
And that's how fire case happens. So, I mean, the battery doesn't blow up on itself. You know,
Right.
it has to have a certain trigger,
Certain
right?
trigger, yeah.
So I would advise people to get like a surge protector, prevent the spiking of voltage.
Okay.
And I also would recommend those who really has to charge it overnight when they sleep, you know, for some reason, get yourself a timer plug.
Like a timer surge
Yeah,
protector.
it's a timer socket where you can adjust the time. So kind of
Right.
calculate it. You know, it's better to do that. You know, better be safe than sorry. You know.
Yeah. You know what's crazy, Rican? Man. That
smell?
The smell. This shop, bro, was warned about bad practices. They was warned by their neighbors that, hey, bro, you need to stop doing this. This is bad practice. And there was also fined by the DOA, multiple violations and stuff like that.
I just wanted to ask if you had time just for one question. You can't speak on it? No. I see.
No advice?
Or just advice?
An advice for people that are charging their scooters or e-bikes?
Cord that came with the battery.
Okay.
And you have to be careful of the environment you're charging in, right? That it's on top of a radiator and stuff like that. It's not getting overheated. And you just use what the manufacturer did.
Okay.
You know, simple stuff. Just like with anything, I was using all original equipment and just being careful of the environment it's in when it's charging. How you're charging it. Things like that.
And then obviously research everything that you do.
Yeah, of course.
All right, you guys, this is end the episode with Ride with Anthony. Very tragic. You know, it is what it is, such as life. Again, you guys, one last thought. Please buy reputable e-scooter brands, you know? Anything you want to say, Rican?
Sorry that everything was so impromptu. We didn't really have anything thought about or set up. We just came here and just reported on site.
Yeah.
We don't want this to damage our community and the rest of the PEV community that actually looks at and gives a damn about what they're writing.
Exactly.
Shout out to Yuri, shout out to the firefighter, and shout out to our TLC man who are willing to talk to us.
Anyways, you guys, until the next one with Riding with Anthony, ride safe and stay safe.